What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So here it is, guys. We have our elevator, ailerons, one position of flaps until I can get in there and monkey with them. I'm gonna have to. I was gonna 3-position the flaps, but I think I'm just gonna go 2 positions up and then like a moderate, like medium, kind of like what it is now, but a little bit further up than that. Left, right, up, down, rudder. Surprisingly, you guys, I put this thing on. Like I said, surprisingly, I put all the surfaces on and like straight away, everything was working right. Like I rarely ever do that. It's a very rare thing for me to plug in a receiver and everything's working straight away. So a little throttle test. Sounds sweet, guys. Sounds sweet. So yeah, a little thing. I mean, I wouldn't do it if I were you, but what is that? That's the X. Is that the XT? Yeah, the XT90 you can actually plug a EC5 into. It's pretty cool. I do have an EC5 plug down here, but it got ruined. I don't know how this happened. I'm guessing that it got hot or something, and that pushed way, way down too far, and that's sticking way, way far. Too far. Come on. Come on. Anyways, it's like sticking out. It's not supposed to be sticking out. It's pushed down way too far. I think it's not focusing because it is dirty. But anyways, guys, there's the Hobbyking skysword. She's all done. Everything's going good. Everything works. Rudder. Elevator up. Elevator down. Left. Oh, sorry. Left. Right. And then I already have some rates put in, you guys. Watch how much this slows down. So I'll go like this. Look at that. And then watch how slow it goes. It's very smooth. And then I leave my elevator right alone. I don't ever put anything on my elevator. Maybe like 30 or 40% expo, but that's about it. But for the most part, I like my plane twitchy. I like it touchy. I've always liked my planes touchy. And the only reason for that, the only logical reason for that is because I started flying all these little 64mm jets right here on a Tactic 404, which doesn't allow you to put expo in. So you get what you get. And they're awful touchy. Really, really touchy radios to use. So when I moved over to this one and I was able to use some throw and tame my throws down and put some rates in and put some expo in, I really never really got into it. A kid at the flying field was like, hey man, just try putting some expo in. You know, don't change your rates, just throw a little expo in. And I put some expo in on that Panther, and man, he was right. It just smooths everything out just a touch, you know. And I don't need a lot either. I think I only run about 30 to 40% expo, and that's about it. And that's just on the ailerons, nothing on the elevator. I never use anything on the elevator. But yeah, guys, there it is, the Hobbyking skysword. She's ready for her maiden flight. I've got a 4500 in there. I think that might be a little too heavy, you guys. I don't know, man. I tested the CG, and she is nose heavy. But what the hell isn't nowadays? I mean, I'd rather have it nose heavy than anything. I mean, to be honest with you. Yeah, guys, all done. She's pretty. She's very pretty. I like the lights. I'm really digging the lights. I have those so they stay on all the time. I plug them right into the board on the bottom. There is actually a hatch down here. There's a hatch right here, and you can pull this hatch down, okay, with that tape, and then that allows you to get into the board. I was wondering how I was going to get back there to the board. I saw that the lights weren't plugged in, and I was like, how the hell am I supposed to plug those in? How am I going to get that out of there, really? And then I saw the hatch down there, and I was like, oh, it's kind of like the PACFOD LX pack fob back there, that little T50 that I have back there. It's got a hatch on the bottom so you can get to the ESCs and the gyro that goes in it. But yeah, guys, that's it. She's all done. All I have to do now is just kind of button up the flaps a little bit, get those things kind of tuned in a little bit. I'm going to put them on a 2 position. That's it, up and then like a medium, like I said. I honestly believe that I'll be able to land this thing without flaps. I mean, I learned how to land jets without flaps. I mean, it's kind of just the way I learned. And I learned how to fly on jets. I didn't learn how to fly a prop plane first like most normal people do. I was throwing this little Raptor around, and then I had the MiG, and then the Sabre, and then the F-35. Lots of videos on my channel of that F-35. That's a Banana Hobby F-35 50mm. That thing's probably got well over 100 flights on it, and she's retired now, along with the Raptor. She's retired as well, because I started buying all these nice free wing planes that you see in here. But yeah, guys, that's it. She's ready for her maiden. The only thing that I have to do now is just get a connector that goes from XT90 to EC5. So I think I could probably pick one of those up at Ray and Robbins, or maybe make one myself. My problem is I'm all out of the receiving ends of the EC5s, so I have to go purchase some more, get some more, and that's it, guys. There she is, the Hobbyking skysword 70mm. I honestly believe that 4500 is going to be a little too heavy, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a couple of 4000s to fly this thing. I need 4000s for that thing anyways, for that F-16. What else did I need 4000s for? Oh, yes, my P-47 back there likes the 4000s a lot. What else likes the 4000s? There was something else that took 4000s really well. Oh, the Sabre. That's right, the Sabre. So, and also the Scorpion. So I have a lot of reasons to buy a few 4000s, because this is going to be a good 4000 plane, 4000 plane, 4000. I mean, you could fly a 5000 in that Sabre, but it does make it a little bit heavy. And then I also need 4000s for that A6 intruder back there. So yeah, guys, that's it. I'm Dave, Dave's RC. There's the hangar. F-15 all the way over to the Dynam 262 back there, F-16, the new Flightline Corsairs back there, the F-14, my Top Gun L-39 right there that I did the paint scheme on, the Raptors behind there, F-15, my big giant scale Hangar 9 P-51, big son of a bitch. That is a big plane. Got my A-10 Warthog hanging up here, and then my wings for the A-10 Warthog are back there. My wings for the P-47 or P-51 are right there. My Dynam 262 is sitting down in there. Got my Peaks Extreme over here. Yeah, guys. Gotta slow down. I'm running out of room. And then I got my 2 Dynam planes down there. Both of them work just like the day I bought them. A lot of people say, oh man, my Dynam planes suck. Those 2 and that P-47 that I sent off to Roy, I didn't have to change nothing out of those things. Not a damn thing. They both work the same. All of them worked exactly the way they did when I first got them. The only thing that I had to do to these Dynam planes right here that I have is put my own hinges in. I cut the foam hinges and put regular nylon hinges in there. So, which is actually a good thing. It's not a bad thing to actually do that with any foam hinge plane. Like this has foam hinges, and I'm probably going to go ahead and do it to this as well. It's just a cool thing to do. It's a really easy thing to do, and it's a smart thing to do. Just remember, when you're putting the hinges in, don't forget to put some Vaseline on the hinge part itself so that the glue doesn't bind up the hinge on you. It is a really easy, simple trick to make sure that you do not bind up your hinge with glue. So make sure you soak that thing real good in Vaseline. Just the knuckle part, the piece that bends. Don't get Vaseline on any other part that you want to stick to the plane. Actually, just make sure that that hinge itself does not get glue in it, or else you're going to be in for a redo job. So that's it, guys. I'm Dave, Dave's RC, in the RC room. We're out of here, guys. Peace.